Hi there.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Flying Frog video. Wow, it's been a while. Sim Update 10 is here. And boy oh boy have we been waiting for it. And with Sim Update 10 came, my old lady got a facelift. The BN2, the Britain Norman Islander 2 has got a facelift. So we're going to have a look at her and see if the old girl scrubs up. So, I know a few things that they've done. Now, they have tidied up the outside a little bit. I'm not going to go into too much depth because I've done that on the previous Britain Norman Islander review. And as a lot of you guys already know, that it's one of my favourite aircraft in the sim. So, let's go on in. Now, the graphics are still a little bit jaggy and look a little bit out of focus, but it's been tidied up from what I can remember. So, but I'm not going to be too fussed, but out this far, it looks pin sharp, looks great. So we get 5 variants with this now. We get cargo, 2 defenders, 1 standard defender and 1 marine defender. We also get this cargo, and we also get passenger variant as well, and the long nose. Don't forget the long nose. So yeah, we get a long nose as well. So, and there are various liveries with this. This is one of the cargos. There's a few others with the cargo. There's 1 or 2 others with the defenders. There's not a huge amount apart from the passenger variant that gets the standard, with a few extra, I think, of liveries. But I'm not going to go into that today because it'll just take forever. So what I'm going to do is hop on in and have a look on the inside, because I think that's where most of the improvement has happened. Okay, now the inside. What a tidy up. It looks fantastic. Everything looks just so clear, clean. The dials look fantastic. Let's just come in a bit closer and just have a look at these. They have done a great job with this. I know that all the lights are brighter from the previous variant. They've fixed up a few bugs within the system, so we can't open up the doors while in flight, things like that. They've added a watch down here. The fuses are all clickable, as we can see. And also too, we've got the usual autopilot and GPS, but I feel as though these gauges are a lot easier to see. The colour is a little bit more vibrant, and yeah, for my eyes, it's definitely a lot easier to see. And I didn't notice previously on the previous version, but we've got our trim indicator here, which we can use. Now, in addition to this, is we have this clipboard, which I can't get it to clip out. So I could be wrong, but it just doesn't look like it clips out. But before you can start this thing, you need to unclick all of these items on our checklist. Otherwise, she no start. Okay, but we've got the chocks, we've got the engine covers, which are all added on to this update. Now, the textures actually of the seating, the carpets, and the roof look far superior to the way it was. And on the whole, I think it's just generally a really good tidy up that it really needed, because it was looking just a little bit on the older side. So I think it's just brought the aircraft up to today's standard. Whilst it's not a high resolution beauty, but it's still got that organic character that I loved about the old one. Now they have tidied up a few things up here. I am finding it a little bit annoying that this light is in the way, and I can't seem to get it out of the way, because we've got our magneto switches there. We've got those ones, fuel pumps and so on, and I will go on and do a start. Now the fuel taps are modelled as off. Very good, I'm happy with that. What else? Look, there are a few other little bugs and things that they've gone and tidied up. Oh, one thing that you can do, and which I'm very happy with this cargo variant. Here we go. We just come in and we'll select some weight, or you can do this actually before you even come into the sim itself. So we can just select here. Let's just chuck in 500. Now you see that the plane went down on the suspension because of the weight. So now that's a fault. That there, I was just pushing my right mouse button and it just sinks me down. That was doing that in the last update, and I don't know why it does that. But it's every time I go into that, into do that weight, particularly in this plane, that it does that. Yet once I've reset using my B button on my Velocity 1 controller, it's fine. So we have a look in the back here, and we've got cargo. So let's come on through, and it just shows us that we've got 500 kilos, or roughly, of cargo. Now, the plane did squat down on the suspension with the extra weight, which does lead me to believe that the aircraft will fly according to the amount of weight that you've got on board. So she's a very good flyer anyway. But so yeah, we've got the usual, our windows open up as per, so none of that has changed from the previous version. All of those are there. The sounds are still very good. They've changed the engine sounds from the original. I do believe that they do now truly represent the proper Britain Norman Islander 2, which is great. And all in all, I feel that it is a good update. Now, if we were to buy this aircraft now, you are looking at 33 American dollars, which is approximately 50 Australian dollars. Now, you've got to ask yourself, is it worth 50 Australian dollars? Me, having flown this, yes, I believe it is. But I've flown this one for quite a while, and this was voted as my #1 aircraft. It's probably slipped a little bit now because of others that have come into the sim, but I still love the old girl. So what I'll do is I'll get in and I'll start her up. So let's just make sure that all of these are all good. Alright, let's just kick off the throttle a bit, and so we can hear it. I won't take it for a fly. I just don't want this video to be too long at all. And also want to give you an idea too of my thoughts on Sim Update 10. Now, I put those pumps on. You can hear the pumps, but there's no power. I've not turned the power on, which they're all down here. And the external power is not on. The battery power is not on. So please Blackbox, if you are get to watch this video, can you model that so they turn on when the power is actually onto them, please. Right, so let's just get these ones on so we get a lot of big buzzing and that. Now I don't know if this starts like the Trilender where you got to have external power or not, but I'll put external power on anyway. We will put on the magnetos. Now see, it covers that magneto, but I should be able to, yeah, I can click through that, but it's still covering it and it's in the way. Now then, let's put the fuel on. Oh, too far. Okay, so your fuel taps when they're on are pointing towards the front. Right, let's double check. It's on, that's on, that's on, that's on. Okay, let's drop this one down. Clear prop. Then we come back up here, flip our top, and okay, what have I done? I've missed something because it didn't turn over. Why? Oh, after telling you guys you got to unclick the clipboard, I forgot to do it. Okay, now, well, that's a good example. It just does show you that what you've got to do. Now, I shall start again. Clear prop. Right. Oh, geez, don't I feel like a dunce? Anyway. Okay, we got the fire up on the left one. Fire up on the right. And there we go. Bit worrisome with the prop that close to you, isn't it? But not to worry. So now that you can see that the plane is now jiggering around with the movement of the props, which is really good. That's a bit of a addition as well. The sound closes down. So now what we'll do is we'll hop on out to the outside. Just throttle her up a little bit. And you see she's bouncing around. Just move the prop pitch in. That's excellent. See the way they're just squatting down on the suspension. I like that. I like that a lot. So, now, that's an improvement for the BN2. So, would I recommend you buying this aircraft? Yeah, because I still enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it even more now. So, you know, get out there. Have some fun with the old girl. She deserves your love and attention. Now while, actually what I'll do is I will just jump on in, taxi on out, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update on my experiences with Sim Update 10. Right. First things first, as you guys know, I'm on the Velocity 1. So let's just get moving here. Now still got me 500 kilos inside, which is fine. Now, hey, as I was saying, you guys know I'm on the Velocity 1. Now the Velocity 1 has its system information panel working, which is excellent, and it does work. Currently at the moment, you can only use it on the default and not the custom setting at this point in time. However, I do believe that that will be coming in the future, that we can customize our own information panel. But currently, you know, we get the information of your altitude, whether your flaps are up, what position they're in, because it changes the color of the LED, whether you got low fuel, other warnings such as when your landing gear's down or up, low voltage, and master warning, that type of thing. So that's great. So the implementation of that is fantastic. The whole sim itself on the system, the sim update 10, my experience with my Series X has been flawless. So, sorry about that, my dog's just moving around on his mat. He's got a very noisy mat. Yeah, so my experience with it has been flawless. I used to get stutters when flying into Sydney Airport, so YSSY for those of you who would like to know. I don't get those stutters anymore, none whatsoever. Which then I started thinking, okay, they may have improved the memory leak, which is what they're supposed to have done. Okay, flaps down, let's get going. Sounds, love the sounds. Really starting to come into it now. You hear the rollings, rattling. She feels heavy. Building up some speed. Pull back. There we go. I love this bird. She flies really well. So I thought, okay, they've got the memory leaks sorted. So I thought, right, I'll start installing some of my airports that I've had crashes at previously. And so I thought, okay, I'll go and try my own airport where I live in Perth. So I put in Axion's Perth Airport. No stutters, no crashes, nothing. I went, you beauty. Let's try Queenstown. I've had crashes at Queenstown. So NSEN's Queenstown Airport. Put that in. Flew out of that. No crashing, no stutters, nothing. It was perfect. I thought, you beauty. So then I went to go and grab Fly Tampa's Kingsford Smith Airport because I've had that and I was getting crashes previously to that. I go to grab it and I go, it's not there. Where's it gone? Why isn't it showing up? Anyway, must have been updated or whatever. I found it on the marketplace, so I installed it. Flying into Sydney, not a problem. No stutters, nothing. Even on the line-up, no worries. Landed, no worries. Parked up, as soon as I started to look, bang, crashed to desktop. I thought, okay. So, I deleted my rolling cache, shut down my Xbox, so I did a cold start, and then came back around and reloaded back in and tried again. Reset my cache to 12 gigabyte, loaded in at gate 77. Some of us will know where gate 77 is. Isn't that right, Mr. Brett Plays? Anyway, nothing, it was fine. So I thought, okay, I hopped in the drone, started droning around, and suddenly, bang, crashed the desktop. So, not all airports are going to be immune to this. We're still going to have some crashing to desktop. And I have found out after speaking to some of my guys on Discord that other airports are doing the same, and they're actually thinking about moving away from Xbox because they've had enough. And I rightly agree with them that I think Asobo need to sort this out. Okay, this has been a big update, and it's been a huge update, and we have waited and waited and waited. But it's getting to the point where some of us, our patience is running out, and that we're just moving over to PC. We're going to give up on Xbox. I will tell you guys that I have ordered a PC. I will be doing some flight simming off of PC. However, my current plan is not to give up on Xbox. I will still be flying Xbox as my priority flight simming. I just won't be putting in airports, or I'll use it to fly aircraft that I can't or want to fly on Xbox. So and that's my plan. But also too, I feel that by grabbing a PC as well, that I can at least do a comparison on both PC and Xbox, and then be at least better informed. At least I hope so. At least that's what I'm planning on doing. So in the end, I am not giving up on Xbox entirely. I'm just like a lot of you guys. I'm tired of the crashes to desktop. Yes, Sim Update 10 has been fantastic. It is running smoother than it ever has. But I still think we've got a fair way to go, or Asobo need to admit that maybe Xbox cannot, or they've moved the goals with Flight Sim, that Xbox cannot cope with it anymore. And even lower spec PCs can't cope with it anymore. Hence the reason why they're doing this DLSS. Now that's only for Nvidia cards. What about AMD? You know, so, but we shall see. But as you can see, I'm landing with this one with full weight. And we're down. So there we go. So again, she's flying beautifully. She was flying then like she was heavy, which is slightly different to, you know, guns. Anyway, seriously, dog, you gotta stay still. Right, sorry about that. Anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So yeah, I think that Asobo maybe need to admit that that the current generation of Xbox can't run the sim the way that the direction it is going, and we're going to have problems with memory. and maybe they just need to bring out different versions for Xbox and a different version for PC. Just a thought. I could be wrong, but it seems to be that it's heading that direction, because whilst this is a drastic improvement in quality, yeah, I'm still not sure that it can handle the more complex aircraft. But we've got Sim Update 11 to go, which is not that far away, and I think that'll be the telling story from that point on. But anyway, this is the Britain Norman Islander 2 update. Well worth it. Do yourselves a favour, go out and grab it if you're into this type of aircraft. It's good for your roleplay. I do enjoy it. I know quite a few other people out there really enjoy it. So, on that note, everyone, please stay safe. Please like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy Sim Update 10.